Hey folks, Ray from DCRainmaker.com here. In some of my recent Garmin VIRB Ultra videos, you may have seen footage from a drone and may be wondering how exactly I did that. Given that Garmin hasn't released a drone, nor are there technically any compatible mounts directly for this, I figured I'd kind of walk through some of the setup I've got and explain kind of what worked well and what didn't work so well. So you can see the VIRB Ultra is right here, and I've got two different drones that I've actually been using. One is the DJI Phantom 4 Pro, and then next is the DJI Phantom 2 with the H3 3D gimbal. So this is a bit of an older drone. I actually kind of just pulled this out of like the cave. Is something I haven't used in a couple years now to go ahead and see how well this would work. And I found this actually works better than that. And let me kind of explain why. So the VIRB Ultra is almost identical to a GoPro in terms of size. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've taken it and put it right onto the gimbal itself. And I've used a couple of kind of extra strong rubber bands. Technically they're Garmin quick release for the bike kit rubber bands, but honestly any big thick rubber band will work, like one for broccoli or lobster, is just something big and thick that holds it nice and snug onto the gimbal. The problem is it's just a tiny bit too big for the gimbal, but it does go ahead and it clips in there with that USB port, so at least I can get it nice and sturdy and stable on this, and the balance actually works out pretty well. Whereas on the Phantom 4, I'm using a totally different setup. In that case, what I'm doing is I've taken what was previously the camera secure lock system that goes onto here when it comes in the package, and I've put a GoPro mount with a adapter there on the bottom, and then I've used the Garmin VIRB kind of frame or skeleton, if you will, case to mount that on the bottom like this. That sort of works. I mean, yeah, technically it captures video and all that jazz, but it's not too stable. You can see in the video right there that it's got that shake to it, the vibrations, and you can see that very clearly, even just when it's right in front of me, kind of flying there, it's got that vibration. But you can at least point it down, you can point it forward, and that really gets to the heart of the issue with drones, is that for good video, good drone video, you're going to want a gimbal. And if you looked at any good drone video out there, if you said, wow, that looks beautiful, 99.9% of the time it has a gimbal, and the gimbal keeps it perfectly stable. It gets rid of all the bumps in it, and gimbals can go in a variety of great to bad or awesome to horrible, but the DJI ones are great, as are the previous kind of older generation ones for the GoPro, for the DJI, but you're definitely going to want a gimbal to make this work. So anyways, the Phantom 4 was nice because I could see what I was doing, because I was using actually the front camera on the Phantom 4 natively, and then shooting with this. I couldn't adjust any settings mid-flight though, so really you're out there kind of doing your thing. Whereas with the Phantom 2, I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm basically flying kind of blind. I'm obviously see it out there in the ocean, but I don't actually see what I'm filming until I get back. And so it's kind of more old school style, before we had first-person view and whatnot. This Phantom is actually rigged up for first-person view, but I didn't take it with me, and I don't think it's actually going to work with this VIRB Ultra anyways. I might try that later on. I'll put a note down below in the video if I can get that working or not. But it's just something that you're going to have to kind of shoot with it. And it's going to be more old school than anything else. But definitely the gimbal is the way to go on this if you wanted to shoot with this setup. Obviously you can go ahead and just attach a GoPro mount to any of the older Phantoms and that works just fine. But it's not going to be silky smooth, and it's probably going to be somewhat disappointing. So there you go. Go ahead and check out the rest of my VIRB Ultra videos. Click on the link down there below, as well as hit the like button and the subscribe button. That way you get new video updates as soon as they're released, as soon as products come out, just like the VIRB Ultra here. Have a good one.